I return.
Okay.
Welcome
Hello.
back.
Okay, I think we're all here.
All right. Hello, everyone. Hello. It is us, your baddies of D&D. Look,
What
Oh,
do
the
for God's
be
sake, not
who,
again.
who
being
came up with that name?
being bad and doing crime. Let's go.
I think I'm actually
Tara, what?
amazing at
Why?
D&D. How
Why
dare
you?
you?
Why you keep joining? Like, what keeps happening that keeps removing you as a follower?
I have no idea.
Oh, we
It
we
happens
could
on
just
the.
fucking unfollow and
Oh,
follow all the time.
it's it's
Ooh.
probably because you haven't authenticated your account or something.
You don't
No,
have
I
no.
don't think
Prime?
half
The
of
thing
my
is,
followed channels.
oh no, it's always another account. She has like 20 Twitch accounts.
Don't
She
have
just
20
keeps
Twitch
It,
keeps
accounts.
buying.
it just seems like maybe like every other week or something she has to refollow. It's like, what is happening?
It's funny. Well, okay, well then no, there's a compromise. Just don't follow.
No.
Easy.
That's true.
Oh no.
It's that easy. Just don't follow. I don't understand. Where's the
But
problem?
oh. But then she can't earn
But actually,
points.
you know what? Let me pull up chat. I'll pull up chat so if anyone has direct questions about the game, I can answer there too for the chatty boys.
Oh, good idea. Oh, wait, let me shrink myself down so the
Uh,
chat box can be seen here.
no. I'll just pop it in another window. Don't worry about it.
Oh no, I meant the game chat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why are you giant pillow?
It's not a pillow, it's a blanket.
You can't just call people pillows. What
Can't
the
I?
fuck,
Why
dude?
can't I just be comfy? I just want to be comfy. Is that too much
There
to
was a way
ask?
to put chat in a different window. Where the fuck was that option?
Oh, pop out chat.
Uh, I haven't fucking used Twitch in so long. Goddamn.
Um,
Go, motherfucking do it!
let me
We don't
see.
have Coca-Cola.
Chat appearance, I think, right?
Uh, oh,
We don't have Coca-Cola here.
I think it's
No pop chat.
uh, weird. Oh well. Oh goodness. So, how's everyone been doing? How's your week since we last spoke?
I've been okay. Quite busy.
Oh, really? What you doing?
I'm working, you know.
Ah,
Like
Today's
cowboy.
okay.
my,
Well,
Today was
today's my
a
first day of,
work day, so
well, holidays though.
Ooh,
yeah,
I
it's
work today. I
public
had work
holiday
today.
today.
I had
w-
work.
working that 9 to 5.
I got double pay though, so I don't mind, I guess.
Yeah,
That's good.
Yeah, double pay's
holiday
Double pay
nice.
pay.
is pretty pog.
Yeah, that is.
I
If I
have an
close the
interesting
stream, does
joke
it?
at work if you want to hear it.
Wait, how bad is it?
What?
It's normal.
It's normal. Okay.
Why shouldn't you wear glasses when you play football?
Why?
Because it's a contact sport.
Ah. Okay. Not bad. Not bad.
That was a
So who
punchline.
wants to give a recap? Okay, well, I'll say this: if anyone actually can do a somewhat good recap, they will guarantee a card for themselves for the epic inspirations. But if you don't, I can recap. That's fine. Also, does anyone have any other questions? Because it's been a while.
um,
Uh,
I'll
I'm just because I'm not sure if I missed an episode. Was the last episode the one where we met Foggy's character?
yes,
Yes.
yeah,
Okay,
crowbar.
that was the start of
and
the
I
session.
don't think
Uh,
I missed any. Okay,
I
good.
I remember.
He remembers. Well,
Yeah.
Remembers? Tell us what you
I remember
remember.
things.
So
remembers.
I will.
we tracked we set out to track down the missing shipment. We came across some carnage and destruction of the transport that was carrying said shipment. We saw that
Mm-hmm.
there was like a bunch of damage. The treetops were had been damaged as if someone kind of flew over them and basically knocked off some of the tops a bit of the canopy. Let's see. So we followed the trail of that. where we came to uh, a chest that was there was something rattling inside. Opened it up to find, hey, there's Crowbar the Goblin.
Hello. Hello.
He was worried about us taking his treasure. He's like, no, we weren't here to steal from him. We were just tracking out something else. Oh, I think, I think it was Evie, if I remember correctly, who also noticed that there was a certain brand on some of the stuff. Um, which I can't remember if she shared or not with us. But we continued on, and we got ambushed by a bunch of kobolds. Shame on us. Shame on us. The kobolds were um, eh, moderately geared up, and luckily, the magnanimous Al Ad-Din was able to speak Draconic and could speak with him, and was trying to weave a tale of a terrible creature, especially after he heard that one of the goblins, or sorry, goblin kobolds, was hearing a voice in their head, which was apparently from well, he didn't know this, was Evie's doing, and Evie was
Also,
trying to.
not just the kobold was hearing it, Reliana was too.
Oh, that's right, because
Yeah.
you
She was
connected.
very weirded out.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, Evie was trying to get us taken to their leader, which Evie heard a voice back that was not something she expected. It was a very dangerous sounding voice, we'll put it that way. And then the kobold's boss showed up, which was a very large red dragon. And he was very upset with us. And Al and the rest kind of did their best to bullshit their way out of it. And we got out with our lives, luckily. And we hoofed it back to the city to report what happened. And which we did. And now we got kind of taken to a room, told to wait while this very important looking figure came in and wanted the details. And that's where my mind goes blank.
Okay. No, you got almost all of it. Yeah, you recapped what you had to recap. You were officially welcomed into the ranks of the Adventurers Guild. You got your first guild plaque, so you are now bronze rank adventurers. So technically, you can officially start taking jobs.
Yeah, that was it.
You also, well, basically, then after all the getting paid and just afterwards deciding that you guys want to do a little celebration, got to another tavern. Before that, Eddie and Crowbar, they went to not
Yeah,
together.
I went to the vineyards.
Yeah. Yes, you both went. Actually, did you both go, or did Evie? No, Evie handed the letter she found to one of the guild employees that took it. And then you, Crowbar, you went to the vineyards and told them what you told them. And now,
They seemed very indifferent about it, and not believing me.
yes,
Yes, those idiots.
they will never understand. But yeah, that was a pretty good recap. Roll me a D20 and a D100 cast, please.
All right, D20 and D100. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotta get back to the right page. All right. So D20 first, and then D100.
Yep.
Oof. Damn.
That's copper's still good. Don't worry about it. Okay, copper 65.
I want that platinum, man. I want that platinum.
Those things are really strong. I'll tell you that. They can change the game real bad. Okay. You get a rouse, which is pretty interesting. Spend a hit dice in order to allow an adjacent ally to heal as if they had spent a hit dice, or to make saving throw against an ongoing effect.
Huh.
So a pretty good situational one, yeah.
Yeah, Okay.
I would say.
Okay.
Let me add this to your notes, and then we'll start the game.
Thank you. Thank you. Man,
Okay.
that makes 3 I got now. Let's go.
Remember, I did say you can do trade ups if you have all of them from the same color. Or not color, the rarity, I guess.
I do not.
Yeah.
Not
But
yet.
trade ups are welcome, 3 for 1. Get 3 of the same tier, and then you can trade up to a higher tier if you wish to do so. Okay. So, we will start today's adventure, not really, by continuing with you guys meeting at an entrance that one of your party members had suggested. He is very familiar with this place, and he thought it would be a good idea to bring his new friends. His new, well, not would Pipsqueak consider these people that he's with friends?
Yeah, totally.
Okay,
Aw.
so he's bringing his friends to the only place for really good adventures, and totally not because it will bring more, patronage. He's bringing them to the inn called the Flying Whales. As you all are now at the exit, Crowbar has joined up with you again after you told him where you're going. He had a little, thing he had to do by himself. But you guys are all now at the entrance. Evie, just to remind you, you also know of this place.
I
Just
know.
because you're,
I see
just
it.
because Okay,
Because
so,
she's sneaky.
you guys are gathered outside.
I'm
Uh,
local.
Is there anything you want to discuss before you go in, or are you just going in?
I guess Al would probably want to like talk with the group, but like, so we kind of got out of that last predicament by these literal skin of our teeth. It felt like. You don't think they're going to be sending us out again to deal with that dragon, do you?
Doubtful. That's not in our pay grade. And I don't think you actually did anything. You missed the goblin.
What? I did nothing. What? It's because of me and my way with weaving a tale and with words that we were able to get out of there at all.
Maybe you should think about it, Irene.
I'm pretty sure it was my singing.
You did really well. I'm
The
surprised.
dragon
Big
did like the singing. He did not like the lying.
Exactly. Everyone looks at Al.
And House is kind of like crossing his arms. But there's still something that is going on. That kobold before was talking about hearing voices, and it clearly wasn't their masters. So whose voice were they hearing?
I
Is it-
heard the voice too.
You did. What did it sound like?
Yeah. I told our superior about it. You were there.
Yeah, but more
Really,
more
and I
detail.
just stares.
Just
It sounded.
not gay, you wouldn't understand.
like, did you
sounded
recognize
like-
the voice at all, or?
I don't think so.
Very well.
Hearing a voice in one's mind is different from hearing them. Have you ever closed your ears with your hands and then talked? Your own voice starts sounding very different.
But your mind processes what you hear. Oh. He's just, House is just like kind of just like rubbing his eyes right now. Why did I have to be
Really,
paired
and
up
just
with you?
looking confused. I think I'm being perfectly reasonable.
Well, clearly something was going on. And I'm kind of suspicious of someone here who's behind it. Clearly not you, though, Ray Liana, because I don't think you have the capabilities to project your voice into someone's mind. And you said you heard the voice, so it clearly couldn't have been you.
I think I don't have the capabilities.
I'll just play with daggers.
I underestimating my abilities.
I mean, I'm sure what you're good at, you are very good at. I'm not doubting that. I just don't
You
think
don't even know everything I'm good at.
you hit things good, right?
Yeah, among other things.
What other things?
Why should I tell you?
Well, if we are going to be working together and trying to ensure that none of us die like we're supposed to while on probation, then it's best to know what all of us can do.
I've been fully truthful.
So, is there anything you would like to add besides you being able to hit good?
Did you just ignore my question?
Oh.
Did you just ignore my question?
No, no, but I asked first.
Are you
No, I
avoiding
didn't.
my question?
I will answer
You
your
just said that
question
everyone
after.
should, and you just said that everyone should, and then you just skittered past by your own.
Isn't
I
it
just keep
common
doing that.
courtesy to offer something of yourself before asking about other people?
Not.
Most likely. Also, welcome, Raiders. Hello. Welcome to my character being bullied again.
Welcome to what? Oh shit.
Welcome to my character just being direct and, having basic manners. Like
Like
a
you can speak to
Barbarian
women.
is one to do.
There you go. Thank you for the raid, Ditas. How was Overwatch 2? And welcome, Raiders. For those of you who don't know us already, I am Karst, and these are my people that torment me on Wednesdays. And I'm not running the game. The little green cat frog thing beneath me is running the game. Say hi, Tom.
Oh, I don't have money.
We kind of are doing a thing. I run 3 games, and then Tom runs a game. So
This is more the comic relief game, I guess you could say.
yeah, it gives me
I
a.
didn't even do the intro. I didn't even say the game of the name. Fuck's sake.
Oh, we are. The title of the video is different, but we are, as you would like to say, Tom.
Oh, Degenerates and Dungeons.
Yeah.
This is, I think, part 3.
Yep. Episode 3.
Yep, part 3, escaping the asylum.
But thank you so much for the raid, Dias, and go take care of yourself. Some after stream care. Food, drink, whatever you need. Same for you, Raiders. Anyway, get back to me being bullied.
Also, quickly.
Bullying you? I'm just being direct.
Harry and Masha,
Why
can you
don't you
quickly change
start?
your pictures in Roll20?
Why
Oh.
don't you start just
The
for
problem
our-
is I have 2 Relianas. I think that is causing confusion for
It's
myself.
probably because
Is it changed now?
One is your, your basic, your
Yeah, is it
account, and
changed
the other
now?
one is your character. If you have multiple characters, you could switch between them.
yeah.
First one is your account, the second one is your actual character.
Yeah, if you go
Yeah,
to the,
is it changed now?
yes, it did.
It is changed, it is
If,
changed.
if you go to the cog
there we
wheel
go.
and go to your personalization and
I
display
know.
and just put like your real name or something in parentheses, it will differentiate between your token and your display name.
Harry, you need to do the same shit.
Ah, fine.
Not for the
I'll
name,
name
for the
myself
picture.
Masha,
Just,
but display name
just
makes
change.
more
No, don't.
sense.
If you don't. If you don't need to, don't.
That's
Just
why
remember
I do.
to use the drop-down menu.
That's
There you
why
go.
that's why I know.
As I said, I use
could
the
tell.
drop-down menu, but since I have 2 Relianas there, you'll have to tell me because I
It's the
have.
bottom. It's always the bottom one.
Okay.
oh, you,
Reliana is the bottom.
you meant-
Let's establish that.
you must not have the box open, or like
Yeah. No.
our icons displayed.
The portraits are too large for my screen.
Nice.
To
Harry, it's under.
This is
Harry, it's in chat under. The little. chat box.
I did it already. You can refresh
didn't.
roll. I did refresh roll 20.
But it's still showing your just box.
No, not refresh roll 20. Like in the chat. You see where the chat is, right? Below it,
Yes.
there's as, and select the second from the bottom. crowbar.
There you go.
Boom. Done. Easy.
Bravo.
They'll get used to it eventually.
Back to the
This
discussion.
is the effect of Foundry. The Foundry
Because
effect.
Foundry makes things very convenient.
You just
as
changed
opposed
it
to
back.
Roll20.
Yeah,
Harry.
But, yeah, I guess in Foundry you can't really
What the
see
fuck?
scopes
Really?
if you don't
Yeah.
put it out in the map.
There you
There
go.
we go.
You're good. Okay.
Oh,
Just make sure to click
Back
off
to
the
the
box so you
discussion.
don't scroll wheel it by
Yeah,
accident.
yeah, yeah.
back to the bickering at hand.
Yes, back to the bickering. Again, as
I
the
think
as the
it's brilliant.
inquirer, shouldn't I know since I asked first?
No.
And why not?
As a polite person, shouldn't you offer something of your own first before asking other people for their private
Well,
things?
Well, you started, and you want us to spill the secrets first? Go on.
I find it
I don't
funny
think
that
so.
you assumed that I was a polite person.
Ooh.
Now who's making assumptions about whom?
Oh.
Why don't you start since you suggested it?
Well, since you're an impolite person, why should I answer you?
Again, because we are working together and have to survive together in order to get paid together.
Well,
Alright.
since I don't know what you can do, you don't need to know what I can do.
We do
Exactly.
need to know what we can do, though.
Yeah,
I'm just
but
getting the
since you're
ball
not telling
rolling
what
by
you can do-
asking.
Yeah, but
This is
since
what
you
happens.
don't tell
Anything.
what you can do,
Fine, you
I
want to
don't
know
need
what
to
I
tell
can
you
do?
what I can do.
I can weave a good tale, talk my way out of situations, and are good at cracking a lock or two. How's that for a
thought
start?
no, well,
use of
me.
skills.
That's like not even all your skills. That's like the broadest shit I've ever heard.
Well, it's something.
Specifics!
Yeah, I hit things well. See, now you know what I can
Anything
do.
else you can do besides hit things? I listed.
Anything else you can do? You said something. I responded something.
I said
and
3
now
things.
you have to answer my question.
I said 3
Okay.
things though. So do you have anything else besides the one-hit wonder?
Okay, I can get really, really angry. I hit things well, and I'm pretty strong.
Well, I would assume you could hit things well if you're strong. Yes, those kind of go hand in hand.
Not really.
Yeah, see,
Very well, I'll take it.
telling a good tale and lying yourself out of a tricky situation is kind of the same thing too.
Not to mention that it did not help us with kobolds.
To be specified that weaving a good tale is for entertainment. Getting myself out of a situation through words alone requires more finesse of the tongue and believability.
There's a
Didn't
lot of
help
us
with the
you can't
kobolds.
Still
steal.
kind of lying, if you ask me.
Yes, it is lying, but lying so I don't have to fight an unnecessary fight is always a good thing in my book.
Yeah, see? And being strong isn't the same as hitting things good, because you can be strong without being able to hit things good.
Well,
And you can
that'd be
hit
a waste
things
of
good
strength.
without being very strong. There you go.
Which is me, by the way. I can hit things without being strong.
Do you hit them good?
I hit them better than you.
I think that's called stabbing, not hitting.
There
I'm
is a
pretty sure
difference.
if I give her a hammer in the hand, she probably can hit pretty well too.
Right. Well. Good
This
for
is
you.
what happens when
Probably
a
better
special
than
has
him.
more than 2 sassy characters.
Very well. So,
I know
anything
my
else you're
history.
good at?
I just
know
love
my
doing
history
dumb
and I
logic
can-
because it's so nice.
And I
Now you
can
know how it
spell-
goes to
Wait.
get.
Guys, let Ted talk.
I know
Sorry.
my history of the world, and I can blend into crowds or blend into shrubberies.
Ah, I see. Alright.
3 things. Right?
I guess.
Oh, and one more specialty. I suppose you noticed. I can fight without daggers.
Yes, you have some very peculiar weaponry. I did notice that.
And you have none.
He just like points to the blade on his hip. And what do you call this?
Looks
An
pretty dull to me.
unused,
Considering you're also
unused
not
jewelry?
listing using it as one of your abilities, I'm saying that looks like it's for decoration only.
An unused jewelry?
He was getting fucking roasted
I'm
for
just,
no
he's just
reason.
like he is.
I mean, not no reason. He's the one that arrogantly said, like, here, I shared everything about me. Now
Alice
share everything about you.
Alice is gonna like pull out the blade, kind of toss it like and catch it like mid-air, and then he's just gonna toss it and whiz it past Evie's face before he flicks his wrist and it comes back to his hand. How's
Can you
that
do
for
some-
nothing?
Can you do some acrobatic check or something? Because I think he would cut himself.
I would say he's actually quite proficient with that to do so without
Damn it.
failing.
Mhm.
That wouldn't just make sense from for like no reason whatsoever. Suddenly he cannot do it.
I mean, it's just
I
basically.
mean, unless he's actually like really bad with women and he cannot talk to them, then I'll maybe make you do something. But you didn't specify that in backstory, so
Mhm.
I'll give you a pass.
Thank you.
Don't you just get the vibe that he is?
Stop.
Just to remind you, all this bickering, all this like I'm roasting in the middle of nowhere.
It's
It's
in front
still
of the
outside,
door.
yeah.
Yep.
People are observing this.
fully
They're just
aware.
kind of like going by, like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Stop
I'm fully.
waving
Well,
your
Reliana
daggers.
is fully not aware, but also doesn't care. So.
Stop waving your daggers near my face, or I will cut it off.
It's a scimitar, you uncultured swine.
Now I'm getting a drink. Who wants a drink? I want a drink.
I want a drink.
I want a drink.
Crowbar, come on. I trust you more with the liquor.
All right, let's do it.
Pipsqueak.
I can do drink too.
Alice
Okay,
is
everybody
gonna
else
put
drink.
his hand over his mouth and start mumbling something.
By the way, please do behave a bit. My mom works here.
Oh, good. Maybe I can file a complaint or two about how she raised you.
Oh shit!
You really
Hey.
do want to lose a finger.
Okay.
This is either gonna end in blood or someone. You know what? Not gonna finish that. Not gonna finish that.
That's what
Would you
he
be
said.
happy about blood stuff?
Huh?
Everyone looking at Maria.
Oh, I meant you guys are either gonna fight or you're gonna fuck. That's what I meant.
I
Ah.
would never.
I'm really interested in that kind of thing.
Hey, Mr. Nipple here.
Ay,
You
ay, ay.
really do need a shirt.
I am wearing one.
That's a vest.
Barely qualified as a shirt.
What do you do in winter?
I
With all of this going on,
Like I'm asking that as I'm walking.
I
in,
buy.
by the way.
I
am-
have
guys
winter
enter-
clothes.
Qualifies as a
you
bikini
guys
if you want
entered the
anything.
flying whale.
I came
No.
from the desert region before I got here. You know how hot the fucking desert is.
What
Once
gonna
you
do in
enter,
winter?
fuck's sake. Once you enter, so
It does
you
not
guys
have
enter
marijuana.
into a relatively large inn. It's pretty busy at this time of day. It would be like, I would say, think about like 8 in the evening, about ish. So it's relatively packed for you, Pipsqueak. Not as much for Evie as she doesn't visit this place that much, but for you, Pipsqueak, as you basically work here for most of the time you remember, it is not like as packed as it usually would be, especially for like the Adventurers Day. But then again, you also do know that this is kind of like a inn that is visited by specific people of specific tastes. But once you enter, you do get almost like a little cheer coming from some corners, going, "Oh, Pipsqueak! Yeah, no, there's Pipsqueak! He better get back!" And as you enter, you see your old man, Slackjaw, just be kind of behind the counter, cleaning some mugs, and as he sees you enter, he kind of like he tries not to smile, but you can see in his face he does have like this kind of like almost like joyous kind of face as he beckons you towards the bar.
I guess I go to the bar then.
Okay. I assume the rest of the party follows, or do you
Yeah.
guys
I
want
want
to
a drink.
do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Although
Okay.
I'm still curious about what he plans on doing in winter, but you know. I can drop it.
We'll
for
get
free.
to that eventually. Don't you worry.
They still gonna.
Okay. So you approach the bar as Slugjaw. So basically, what the rest of the party sees is a. Let me see if I can pull up a token for you guys. Oh, I didn't upload it. Oh god, damn, I'm a newbie. Oh god, oh don't look.
Roast the DM.
So basically-
Roast him.
You see quite an old Dragonborn male. You can tell he has some years behind him. Let me quickly. What was Circle Z? There you go. Shiv Z. He's still wearing what seems to be light armor, but Pipsqueak, you know that's mostly decorative at this point, as he has pointed it out many times, and he kind of gives this kind of like aura, not really an aura, just kind of like feeling of confidence.
A presence or
That's not really presence. You wouldn't be intimidated by him, but like you kind of have this feeling of
He's seen some shit.
he's seen some shit that he's like almost prepared for anything that would come at him.
Huh.
But he does. His face does lighten up as you guys approach the bar. As he goes, well. If it isn't Pipsqueak, well, boy, tell me, who are these people you bring to our little establishment?
Well, these are the new best adventurers group in this town.
Are they now? Ah, I see.
Yes.
So you all must be Pipsqueak's adventuring buddies, I assume. Looking at
Yeah.
the rest of the party.
yes, yes we are.
Heaves the big hammer off her shoulder and like plonks it next to a chair by the bar. Yep.
Oh, please, you don't need to show off. Most of the people here have their weapons. No need for that. It is quite
just
impressive. I know. How about this? I assume you all are here because you have passed the test, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Pipsqueak wouldn't be as in a good mood as he is right now. He's quite a sensitive boy. Anyways,
Hey.
seeing as you... please. Seeing as you all have made good friends with my boy here, so... I mean, Pipsqueak, I have a place for you to sit down. And then you can maybe tell us your roving tales of what you have done. And how about this? For today, food and drink is on the house. Just because. Just because, you know. I have to show some courtesy to the new upcoming adventurers.
I like the sound of that. Huzzah!
That's very kind of you, sir.
Oh, is that you, Evie? Oh my,
Yes, sir.
you have grown quite tall into quite tall and good-looking young lady. Your mom is in the back, still preparing some food. But if you want to, I could tell her that you're here.
That would be kind of you, sir.
Don't please call me Slugjaw. Okay, well, you can go sit by that. He kind of like points to the left where there's like a big kind of like almost like a closed-off section, but not really. It's like one of those kind of like booths that has like two walls on each side, so it's kind of a bit more private. And it has what seems to be like kind of like one of those sofa chairs that kind of goes around one side of the table, and then you can, if needs be, some people can pull up chairs to sit by the bigger table.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So
As
you
we sit
all.
down,
Yep.
you will just say, what about you all? Wanna share your talents? Maria?
Huh?
Max, what did I tell you about drawing?
Yeah. It was a mistake. I'm trying to figure out how to delete it.
I'll get it for you.
Wanna explain the blood? Maria?
No. I'm good at magic, medicine, and knowing things. History, magic shit. If you wanna, yeah, that's me. I'm your girl.
How many of us here are history buffs?
I am, depending on what it is about.
I got my
Everyone knows
specialties.
something about their local history.
I
Well, you
wouldn't
would
s-
know. Rhea would know a lot about the dwarven history, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I know about the local dwarf history where I grew up. That's what she means, like talking. Like, everyone knows a
Mhm.
little bit.
All right. Show of hands. Who here is versed in ancient history? Al just raise his hand.
You know what?
What do you
Okay, wait, what do you mean by
consider-
ancient
Oh,
history? What do you mean by ancient history?
You know, lost or forgotten stuff. You know, things you might find in certain places people may not go, or have forgotten existed.
Oh, you mean the useless history?
Damn.
No
that,
history is useless. Only an ignorant person would think that.
Damn.
Does that count as religion?
I mean, religion is a part of history, so yes.
But that's not useless history.
Then I am.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're an atheist or agnostic, then religion doesn't matter much to you.
What about history?
Wait, what?
What?
That is not a proper word. You ignoramus.
Okay. Slugjaw kind of approaches the table. You see, there are 3 other people behind them. And for the rest of you, don't know these, but for you, Pipsqueak, you know this is the rest of the Slagjaw's old party. As you see, a dwarfish male that seems to be in a sec. Yeah, I'll let you let me describe him, then I'll let you do your thing. Yep. So you see a dwarven male that is also he has a long beard up to his like belly button. It's kind of gray, but it's been braided nicely, and at the ends it has like these metal decorations that kind of holding the beard down. As he's dressed in like what seems to be, for you, Relian, it looks like they are robes the dwarves would wear when they are out and about on a formal occasion. But you could also guess that maybe this dwarf is just rich and he likes like fancy clothes. Then there is a elven female that is clearly dressed quite fancy. She looks as with elves you can't really tell how old they really are. But she, if you would compare her to like a human, she would look like almost like 40-ish. But she still looks quite well looking. She has like a really nice slim dress that's red. And she does have a big old magician's hat that is at this point kind of like leaned up so she could see the rest of the party that she's looking at. And then there, behind all of them, towering, is a Goliath male that is just dressed in a plain shirt and some trousers, and is giving this, wide smile, just kind of like looking down at all of you. As Slackjaw approaches the table, goes like, hope you don't mind the company, but these old adventurers would like to hear your first day of adventuring. It's almost like a tradition here at the Flying Whales that this place attracts adventurers of all sorts, and these ones here in particular quite like hearing the stories. So I hope you don't mind that they want to hear of your heroic tales.
Not at all. No problem. Alice is gonna look to the rest of the group. Is that an issue for any of you?
Nah,
As
not
long as you
really.
don't lie.
I would never.
You just said you're good at lying.
Why don't we let Pipsqueak tell the tale?
Well, as they all sit down, and the door goes, "Whoa, well, Pipsqueak, how about you introduce us and them? Seeing as you have some new friends."
All right. Where do I start? So, this here, I point to Happy the dwarf. Is Happy.
Hello.
No, I never. I need some details, Tom.
Okay. If you can remember all the names, I'll give you more details.
All right. Then I point to the Goliath. This one is tiny.
You kind of like waves.
And
Hello.
the elf there is Contessa.
Why, hello there, lovelies. Okay, and from what you have heard so far, as you know, working for a tavern, these are the people that back in the day worked with Slackjaw, you know, your caretaker, and all of these names that they have given you, you know that they're not their real names, but they never use any other names to either talk with each other or address someone, or if anyone else addresses them. Happy as a dwarf has always been their like rough frontliner. He always has been talking how he's been taking these kind of hits and he has survived these kind of falls, and you know what kind of magic has been cast upon him, and all of these crazy batshit stories of his drinking and all that stuff. And why he got the nickname Happy is because he's actually very grumpy back in the day, and he did not like people very much. So, to make fun of him, the party named him Happy. Then, of course, Tiny was named Tiny because he's huge. He is the party's also kind of like, you know, go in, hit hard, be the average barbarian as the Goliaths usually are. But you know him as like the kindest person you have ever met. Even from the first day when you started working there, he kind of like helped you out, showed you how to like properly move around the tavern so you don't get squished by the bigger people, how to maybe like even clean up some things, and you know whenever Blackjaw wasn't looking, he would sometimes sneak you like a silver piece or something so you could get some snacks. And then Contessa is like as you would know her, she's like the teacher to you. She taught you about all the things you know that are kind of like scholarly, like, so you know, basic maths, writing, you know, all that stuff. Also, she kind of like helped once she figured out that you really are into this like whole, you know, being a bard thing and kind of like attuning to things like that. She kind of like guided you into the direction where you can learn more information about it, and to where to hone your skills. So she has been like a mentor to you. Is there any questions you would want to know about them right now?
You know, in the bit of keeping things going, I think this is enough for now.
Also, I'll just say ahead of time, if you want to headcanon something and make shit up on the spot, that is completely allowed.
Obviously. Yeah, if I'm creative enough.
Hey,
You
as
know?
I said, this game is for you guys. Like, you can, you know, shape it up as you want it to be, but it all depends on you. But yeah, as Pipsqueak introduces all of them, they kind of like, greet the rest of the party. And Tiny kind of like leans in, goes, well, would you be so kind to tell us what have you done so far?
Oh, you wouldn't believe it.
Wouldn't we? Oh wait, before we do, please tell Slackjaw here what you maybe want for drink and food, so we can have this conversation over some good refreshments.
Uh, Al would probably ask if he has any type of wines or like fermented fruit drinks.
Well, of course, we would have to have some wine here, otherwise Contessa here would probably hang me by my tail. Yes, we do. I'll make sure to bring a bottle or two just for the wine drinkers.
Thank you.
Any of you kiddos like the other alcoholic beverages while I'm here? We got some ales, we got meads, we got some like
Perchance-
stronger shit like whiskeys and scotches, but that's up to you if you want to start with those things.
Do you have perchance anything from the Dwarven territories?
You can just see her happy, kind of like laughing. Iris, you're telling me I'm fond of the dwarvish drinks, are you?
I grew up on them.
Oh, so you come from the motherland. Very good.
I do.
Well, we shall have a talk about that then too. Okay, bring some dwarvish ale, lad. As he kind of looks up to Slackjaw, who's just like kind of like giving them this almost like a death stare, like you son of a bitch. Okay, dwarven ales
Why?
for
Why is
you
the death
two.
stare happening?
I'll take one too.
No, you won't. Okay, well, we'll get to that going. Well, how about you, laddie? He kind of looks at Crowbar.
What?
What's your whistle? What do you need? Any drinks? Do you need any food?
Yeah. Both of them.
Any preferences?
Yeah, meat,
Mm-hmm.
beer.
That can be arranged.
Thank you.
Very well. How about you, fancy lady over there? He kind of like looks at you, Maria.
Anything to drink would be good.
Nah, these younger generations is always. You know what? Actually, once they go through like 3 or 4 quests, they'll probably have their go-to drinks after all the bullshit they have to go through. I guess this would be the time where they actually would find their comfort drinks now, huh? And they like the rest of the old party kind of like nod their heads like, yeah, I remember that, yeah.
Wait. You have other drinks than beer?
Oh, we have plenty of stuff.
He did just list a bunch.
I spaced out. What else do you have?
Ales, meads, wines, whiskeys, scotches. We have some cider.
Yeah. Whiskey. Get me whiskey.
Are you sure?
Please and thank you.
Okay, meat and whiskey. Okay, so I guess the fancy lady. How about this? I have this kind of feeling of Contessa coming from you, so I'll just get what she usually gets. How does that sound? That okay? Very good. As you can also, guys hear like almost like him going like, oh, as if almost someone has hit him, but you don't really notice anything that has hit him. And he looks at you, Evie, going, well, What will you have, lass?
As usual, some stew and water.
You say as usual. You rarely visit us, but that's okay. Don't worry about it. Okay. Well, I'll get the order in. Pipsqueak, what do you need? Today, you know what? Today I'll allow whatever you want, except for Dwarven Ale, because that shit will knock you out.
It will?
Well, it will him. Look at him. Compare yourself to him.
How about a small dwarven ale?
If he never tries it, he's never gonna get used to it.
The thing is, he doesn't remember the one time he did try it, because, you know...
Oh.
Yeah, he doesn't remember it. It was, well, he was a little bit smaller back then, and, you know, and... Happy here was looking after his mug, and, yeah.
Don't worry, if he gets shit faced, I got him. I can bring him back.
Come on, old man, it's a special day.
Kinda like, just like, rubs his temple, goes... Okay, but only one.
Hey.
I mean,
Okay.
given what we've gone through today, I think the squirt has earned
Well,
it.
No, don't be such a sissy pants. As he goes back towards what sounds like a kitchen. As you guys are left with the ye old adventurers, and of course the rest of the party.
Alice is kind of like,
Oh, who's gonna tell the tale?
well, I think
Yes, we
Pipsqueak
should.
should. Jinx.
Wait. Maybe we wait for Slimejaw to come back. He is very fond of this little guy, and he points at Pipsqueak. Of course, he wouldn't want to say it out loud because that would hurt his basically huge pride, but he does care for the little guy.
Well,
How about instead of talking and spoiling your great adventures that has been also troubling for you, it sounds like. How about, let's start with you, fairy lady from the dwarvish place. Tell me about yourself. What
Wait,
forge
fairy?
master do you come from? Or maybe what forge do you come from? What town do you come from? Why are you here?
I'm no fairy lady.
Fairy. Sorry, lass. Sometimes my accent gets the better of me.
I'm from... I don't actually know the nearest town name, I just know my forge name. Which is perfectly in line with Ray, let's be honest. So I grew up actually kind of in the sticks with my parents, who were actually just traveling druids. And then my brother and I started doing a wonder, and then I met Hagdag Steelmaul, the forge master of the Incense and Iron Forge, and he thought, you know, my special talents would be pretty cool to work as a forge guard.
Oh, you got the
So-
title of the Forge God.
Yes,
And
I'm the
what are you
hammer
doing
of the
here?
forge. Well, he wants me to bring honor and glory to the forge.
Ah, yes, honor and glory, or as we like to call it, advertising.
Yeah. Well, I had this letter, but they pretty much just told me, yeah, you just join. So I'm not sure yet how I'm gonna bring honor and glory, to be honest. But
Well, the best way, of course, is by doing great deeds and, you know, just putting yourself out there as a reliable weapon or a tool to use for the good of the people. But let's be honest, that's not why we do this job. It's mostly because of money, but
Not
you
not
know, the fame
I
is
can
also
survive
quite
on
good.
pretty metal.
Well, they all say that until they get a fancy bed and then they cannot live without it.
Then
Ah,
I don't want a fancy bed.
not yet, you don't. You just haven't had a good bed yet. Ah, well,
But
it
I don't
seems.
want to become soft.
Well, it doesn't make you soft. Look at me. I have a really good bed, but I'm still hard as a rock. And he just kind of like pounded his chest a bit. Ah.
I guess.
Do not worry, lass. This will only make you tougher and will strengthen your bond to you, your forge, and your inner self. You may not look like a dwarf, but you sure have the. How would one say this? Presence of one. You are
A
doing
good
well.
teacher granted me this hammer, so
May I have a look at
of
it?
true dwarven make. And I hand it over.
Kind of like takes it in hand, kind of like inspects it, runs his fingers through all like the cravings and stuff. This is very well made.
He
Your
also
forge
made
master
my
must
clothes.
be. Ooh, your forge master
Because-
might be quite a masterful person, one would say.
I would consider him one of the best, but that might be just my bias.
Might as well very be. Very good.
And yeah, he really saw a need for me to also wear his armor. Because I always set everything else on fire.
You're one of them.
I've been blessed with my ancestors' blood.
Yes, you're one of them, like half spirit things, aren't you? Like, I know one of this one lad was like he could be like roam the earth and be one with earth and all that kind of crazy shit. I'm
My
guessing you
great
have something
great
similar.
grandmother Hamhari was Ifriti.
Of course, one of those. Very good. He just kind of like takes a sip of his ale. However, another party member is being looked at by Contessa. As she is listening into the conversation that's happening on the side, but she kind of looks over to you, Maria, and goes, "You there, tiefling girl.
Hmm?
I
Yes?
don't think it's no secret that you partake in arcane."
No, that's my field.
You seem very confident about it.
Yes.
That's very good to hear. Where did you learn your craft?
Just the academy over in the capital.
Tiefling desert, by the way. But yeah.
Oh, I thought the academy was.
Yeah. No, it's you were sent to the capital afterwards. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
fucking! I just got it.
Don't worry about it. I got you.
The
Okay.
desert academy in the desert, and then I was what is it? Heading on over here. Something
Very
like
good.
that.
I see. You're quite young to be a wizard, so I'm guessing you may have some gifts of sorts.
I'm really, really, really good at reading, and I get bored very quickly.
Aha, so you must be one of them sorcerers.
No, wizard.
A young wizard. That is quite surprising, actually. And which school of wizardry do you partake in?
Well, I haven't really chosen what yet. I dabble in kind of all of them.
I know. I had some students of those that couldn't decide which one to go with. It's not a bad thing. Eventually, you'll find something that sticks to you. Are you not finding it confusing to have all these spells, noted somewhere, and when it actually comes to in real life situations like combat and stuff, does it not make you confused, stressed, overwhelmed by any chance?
No, not at all. I mostly keep everything in my book and just do it. What is it? Do it from there. She'll bring out like her big old what is it? It looks like a chandelier like on her belt. A really big bedazzled spell book.
Oh my. That's quite I expected it to be a bit larger, but I guess it's very compact for traveling, isn't it?
Yep. I also keep all my notes in here for in case we run into weird stuff that I might be able to get another college grant for.
Well, that's just lovely. To be back at your guys' place once again, being a new adventurer, what I would not give for that feeling. I remember it like it was yesterday, meeting all of these folk, as she kind of looks at the rest of the party. Honestly, I never thought I would get along with them, but after all these years, they're quite okay. They're tolerable. Well, I sometimes even enjoy their company. Those were the days.
They don't seem that bad. I mean, I'm pretty sure you could get into
Well, you haven't gone adventuring with them. The smells. Okay, she also takes a sip of wine. Tiny's just kind of sitting there smiling, just listening to most of the conversations, just kind of nodding along with all the things that are being said. Okay, now to address the things that have been written in the chat. Evie, are you actually doing something, or are you just kind of just sinking back into the chair or something?
Yeah, essentially back into the chair and trying to be unnoticed.
Okay, well, you do realize you are in an enclosed space, but okay, yeah, sure. I'll take that as people are paying less attention to you. Okay, sure, that works.
I'll shit you not. Last Sunday, one of my players wanted to sneak out of an enclosed room that the party was having a team discussion in.
Rogue players always think they're invisible for some reason.
Okay. In real life, when I essentially concentrate, people forget about me and I can suddenly disappear. For them. They don't interact with me, they don't do anything with me, just suddenly, I'm not unnoticed.
Well, I mean, if you're not announcing your presence, it's kind of hard to know that you're there. Everyone's like, okay, well,
you would think so.
I would know so.
And again, you've been invited into an enclosed room. They can forget about you.
Okay, you're still there. It's not like you fucking got invisible. They can still see you if they look for you. Okay, Relian, about that question, who are you asking that reaction of?
I was asking Al, and he answered it, so. All good.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, and okay, so Al, the body language for the veterans. They seem to be quite relaxed. It's almost like looks like they're almost a bit giddy with excitement. And they seem to be very friendly towards you. As time passes, you guys have a small chit chat. If there are any questions you want to ask right now to them, now would be the time before I continue.
Okie dokie. 1. How long have you all been adventuring?
Happy just kind of sits there, starts counting on his fingers. Well, we did adventure for close to 30 years, and we have been retired for 10 now.
Okay. Now, apparently there were certain smells mentioned earlier. What type of smells came up when you were adventuring? I'm gonna say grease. and bake.
Well, don't get me wrong, love contested to death, but she has been always like the sassy bitch of the party, you know. So, whatever we did get to like have a shower in a week or something, or we did eat this and that, or we did have the option for her drink and stuff, she would always complain. And because we weren't as refined as her, then we also. Oh, stop hitting me! What the fuck? Okay, anyway. Basically, once you're in a party, you kind of do have to understand that you have multiple people from different walks of life and different cultures, and no matter how much you like each other, there's always going to be something that you don't like about each other. That doesn't mean that your goal cannot still be the same. You'll get to your monster, you'll do your quest, but there's always going to be things that irritate some of you, but that's just to be a part of a party. So don't expect it all to be all rainbows and sunshines. There's gonna be some good parts and there's gonna be some bad parts, especially when it comes to like camping.
Maria just kind of like spaced out after the first like couple of sentences, just nodding your head. Now it's like, yes, okay, I understand. It writes in her book, did not disclose the exact smells. How did you all deal with, what is it? You did mention getting along with one another. How did you deal with, like, taboos or things like that? I mean, there have to have been some elvish cultures or things that, maybe you didn't like. How did you deal with that?
Well, how old are you, lass?
She starts, like, counting, like, her, fingers. 1, 2, 3... 24.
Then you probably would be too young to know. Back in the day, when we were about your age, elves and dwarves, they did not get along that as well as they do nowadays. And it was really hard at start to even have a party with a dwarf, let alone, go traveling with them and splitting food and rewards with them. But over time, you just realize you don't look at these people as like either certain clan or certain race or where they come from or any of those meaningless things, because at the end of the day, they're your comrades. They're the ones you have to trust and depend on to survive and to make this thing work. And of course, yes, at the start it was high tensions, many arguments, but after a year or two, we just grew closer as a group. We understood that we need each other, and that brought us closer, and now we're, the bestest of the friends, one would say.
Did you ever lose anyone?
The table blue girl's kind of silent. As Happy kind of goes like, yes, there was a companion of ours back in the day. It was still relatively early in our adventuring days. It was, I think, year 5. We had this really nice tiefling girl. She was our party's bard. She really brought the morale up, and she was part of the reason why we got along and, did all of these team building exercises and all other kind of crazy shit. Then, just one day, it was just one of those days where everything went wrong. We were really deep into the wilds. We were really close to the zone that you guys know about Desolate Waste, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, we were adventuring near them. Of course, outside the bubble, but still close enough where the land influences the monsters around it, and we weren't paying enough attention. We got ambushed by some displacer beasts. Usually they're not big of a trouble, especially for a party like ours, but they seem to be just like hopped on these desolate waste energies. And they outnumbered us for way too much. And as her, we still don't know why she did this, but she sacrificed herself to basically let us escape. And afterwards, we haven't seen her since. But because of her sacrifice, we're still here. And we are very grateful. And that's why the tavern is named after one of the songs she wrote.
Oh. Did you know about that? I asked Pipsqueak.
You know what? Pipsqueak would know this, yes.
What about Evie? Would you know about these guys?
You have, because you're not, let's say, you're not a regular customer. You know your mom works there, but it doesn't really make you go there every day or like every month. Like you would go there from time to time, and you have seen them, of course. Like you, if you haven't really investigated them, you wouldn't really know much about them. You have seen them, you have heard of them, but you don't really know like their stories and what they are and stuff like that. So, but you haven't known of them.
Guys, if you really want, you can take Al. He's very charismatic.
Last so our adventuring days be over. We are quite okay with what we're doing right now.
Also, we would not subject you to that pain. We are not evil.
Ah,
He is our burden to bear.
you remind us. You remind me about our party so much when we started out.
So you're saying that we have to bear him for 5 years?
No, he
Yeah.
reminds us of when Slavcha first was in our party. Oh, he was an unbearable cunt, but goddamn was he dependable.
Al's just like went from like narrowing his eyes at those snide remarks to looking at these veterans with a kind of like a bewildered what the fuck look.
Damn, Al. So you're gonna be reliable? That's great to hear.
What are
When
you
does that
talking
start?
about? I am already reliable.
And you're already a cunt, so it works out.
When does the reliability start, by the way?
Well, we don't know. That's up to him.
Alright.
Oh well, look at that. The food's also coming in. As you see, Saja and Evie, you would know your mom is coming out and putting down dishes and drinks to all of you. Your mom just kind of like gives you like a wink and goes back to serving up plates and everything. As Slagjaw sits down by the table and goes like, "Well, come on, get your drinks, get your food."
Time to flirt with the mom.
And how about you tell us what has gone down?
Oh yes, of course. Pipsqueak, if you would.
Yes. So, all started with us going out and looking for kobolds. Nothing spectacular, just
The usual, yes.
the usual. And we found them. But you wouldn't believe what happened next.
They ambushed you?
Well, yes, but that's that's what.
Aha! See, always with the kobolds with the ambushes, and like the rest of the party goes like kind of like nodding their heads. Ah, the classic mistake, of course.
But
Okay, yeah, they ambushed then.
But apparently, they have a master, and he wouldn't. I bet he can't. He can't guess what it was.
Wait, what do you mean, master?
Well, they had someone ruling over them, giving them orders.
Well, Well, that complicates things. Oh, okay.
It was a dragon.
Yeah.
A dragon.
A goddamn red dragon.
Slide just kind of like narrows the eyes towards you, and like looks at the rest of the party and goes like,
Alice
"Is she
is
making
nodding.
stuff up again, or?"
Oh no.
Eliana just shakes her head no.
It was a fucking huge dragon, man.
Oh,
And
so it actually was a dragon.
And the only thing that made us survive this encounter was me being funny and dancing and singing for him.
Aha, the only thing.
The only thing.
I see. So you're telling the rest of your new friends here didn't do anything.
Well, we beat up some kobolds. But the dragon? Well, that was my.
So the rest of the party agrees that the dragon, getting rid of the dragon, that was all he's doing then.
Yep.
Alice is like opening his mouth to say something, but then just kind of just like sighs a bit and just like rests his cheek on his fist, and it's like,
Why would Goblin Bard lie to you?
Well, he's done so in the past, but I usually see through his bullshit. But okay. Very impressive, Pipsqueak. That's quite the first adventure you have there.
And they me ate it whole.
So you're telling me you just left the city, happened to stumble upon a kobold ambush, and the dragon just appeared out of nowhere for no reason?
well, it seems that the dragon had some type of connection with the kobolds that allowed them to communicate in some way.
You see the smile from Katessa's face just kind of like disappear.
You also forget the fuck off big horn that he blew.
Yeah. Wait, you're telling me that this dragon could communicate
Oh yes, he was
with
very
the
talkative.
kobolds? Wait, he
Spoken
he
our
talked?
minds.
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh,
He told me he lets me live because I'm funny.
he was very articulate.
how big was this dragon?
Fuck off, big.
I'd say
Huge.
as big as like a couple buildings.
I think my description was most accurate.
Big enough to maybe pull you out of retirement?
Oh, honey, please, there's way better adventurers to handle big dragons than us.
Like us.
No, never
Oh,
again.
yeah, certainly not you. No, yeah, you'll probably just fall over and die once you get into his presence.
Well, I'll let you know that we all held our ground pretty good when he presented
How far were you
himself.
from him?
I was not sure.
Well, did you feel any irrational fear whenever he landed?
I felt a presence, but that's about it.
Oh, so he was toying with you. Oh, okay. Well, that's not good. Ah. Well, it's nice to see that you can survive. That's very nice if what you're saying is true.
It is.
This dragon or like these kobolds, why were they there? Like did they just send you to clear out like a kobold cave or something? What was the issued quest for this
It was
whole adventure?
a shipment retrieval. A shipment had gone missing, and we were
A
supposed to
shipment
track it down.
Did you find any clues about the shipment?
Well, we found the shipment had been attacked. It
What?
kind of cratered in the ground. From our best estimate, that something picked it up and dropped it. Most
Like
likely
a
the
dragon.
Yes, most likely the dragon.
Did you find any of
Yeah,
the
like the fact.
shipment like left? Any crates, bags, satchels?
Empty ones mainly.
There was that
Mm.
letter that we didn't know about until we got back. Kind of looks at Evie.
And did you, by any chance, figure out what company the goods were going for?
Evie knows the company.
Yeah.
Oh,
do
do
sh-
you?
do share, Evie.
Well,
Well,
the guildmaster took it, so. I'm not sure. Was he
Ah,
the
so he'll
guildmaster?
probably know where to put the. Okay. Okay. Quite the peculiar situation you guys have here.
Very much
Well,
so.
after we
Well-
reported, they said we weren't supposed to meddle anymore, so.
They always say that, yes.
Well, as you said, there are better adventurers more fit for dealing with a dragon.
Very true. Very true.
So,
Did
Okay,
you
well,
always stop meddling when they told you to stop meddling?
well, here's what I'll tell you. You now have two choices. Either you forget that this all happened and just take the next quest that's available to you and, go on a new adventure. Or you try to either take things in your own hands or maybe forward the investigation or find some clues about what's happening if you really want to. You probably won't beat the dragon, but if you want to gain information,
The dragon
help.
said he would remember us. Does that mean we're in danger?
They always say that. Don't worry your little head about it. Plus, you're in the city. What could happen? Come on.
please do
No.
not say that.
Have dragons ever attacked the city?
Not dragons, no.
Please.
What has attacked the city?
Hydras.
No.
What would you say is more dangerous then?
Probably dragons, just because, especially if what you said is true, they are a bit smarter. Hydras are more like beasts. Dragons, they're also beasts, but in a different category, you would say.
Can I roll nature on dragons?
Hmm.
Like to see what I know about them, or are they too
Yes, you know what? Sure,
obscure?
go ahead. Roll me a nature check.
I am proficient, so.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Oh.
Ah, it's a 3.
You have seen them used in iconography and kind of whenever something in
They
a
make
forge
pretty
needed to be
pictures.
symbolized as either really fancy or really prestigious, they would probably put a dragon on it and make it all look cool.
Dragons are fancy.
So,
Yes.
can I?
Mr. Tom,
Yes.
I'm also
someone
proficient
who's
in nature.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, what do you want to roll for?
For the check on nature.
But what are you checking for? Raeliana said what she was checking for. What will you be checking for then?
I'm gonna assume
while
dragons
she's
as
thinking
well.
about it, as someone who hears stories about, stuff all his life while
Mhm.
working here, maybe Prisqueak remembers something about dragons that he heard.
Well, multiple stories that multiple parties have. Oh yeah, we slayed this and that dragon and whatever. Dragon slayings are not they're not rare, but they're also not common. They're uncommon. It's almost seen as almost like an ascension kind of thing for a party. Once a party slays a dragon, no matter how old or how ancient the dragon is, it's kind of oh, we have slayed a dragon, we have now entered this elite status of a party where yes, we can flex that we have slain a dragon. And most of the time, if a party has slain a dragon, they usually have some either equipment or some trinkets that kind of signify that they have done so. So it's kind of a big kind of a thing to flex your dragon kills, especially in this tavern.
All right.
Okay.
Well, Prisqueak definitely doesn't want to let us go then.
You're gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get the like biggest trinket ever, and these guys are gonna be so fucking jealous. Yes.
um, could I roll a history check to see if I've learned anything in my adventures of about dragons or dragon lore?
Anything specific?
What does it like? Like some of their more ferocious capabilities or potential they have.
Okay, roll.
Oof, damn. Man, a lot of low rolls for us today. Not looking good.
You have read plenty of stories. Most of them are like children's stories to kind of like it's mostly like oh, this big evil dragon that has captured the princess and they're in the tower and all of that stuff. But from most of these stories, you do kind of like put together that these dragons, no matter how feral they all have this instinct of gathering things and like having their horde. Like they have to have something to almost not like rule over, but something to protect, which is usually in their dens, which can be multiple different things. But it's almost like it's their instinct to follow these steps of having a place, and in that place they have something to protect there that is theirs. They're very possessive of the items that they do have.
Okay. Alright. I guess I would probably just mention that.
I'd like to check if I read anything in history of this city and about possible protectors or dragon enemies.
Okay, go ahead.
So that's what he meant when he said he wants to add me to his collection.
Jesus.
Well, city's history, they even schools and stuff like that, they kind of like they have this like history lessons, of course, and part of the city's founding was at the start. Of course, it was hard when all the races had to come together and cast their differences aside to build something much greater than beyond the races. You can see over here. I'll quickly shift ping. There is a big statue of a hero. This hero, back in the day, while the cities were still being kind of in the development phases, there wasn't entirely like a dragon attack, but there was attack of monsters that threatened the city's safety coming from desolate wastes because once again the protection bubble's integrity had been compromised, and this person was sent out to deal with the problem. Many of people here regard him as the first pillar. The name of this hero has been lost in time, but his statue still says, the first pillar, the proud defender of the capital. His achievements that day had basically made him into this folklore legend. And because of this, all the schools, all the parents, everyone basically tells these fairy tales of a hero that has protected the city from multiples of monsters, and because of that, the King of Monsters has told all the rest of the monsters of the next generations to not come to the city and not to mess with it, because then the hero would be reborn once again and would dispatch divine justice upon the monsters. That is basically the kind of like the story everyone tells, and that kind of comes to mind to you. Nothing about really like dragon attacks, but that's why people speculate that there is some sort of either holy protection or like maybe something else happening to the city that is almost repelling the monster attacks. Like all the other capital cities sometimes have to deal with all kinds of crazy shit, but Capital for some reason does not have this issue. Of course, it doesn't stop the ramping crime and everything else, but No monster attacks have been recorded for a very long time.
They're talking about me, for real.
Don't think that's helpful, but thank you.
Alice is gonna kind of just like sipping on his wine at this point. It's just like, well, nonetheless, whether or not we wish to endanger ourselves further by taking on a dragon, which I'm pretty sure all of us here can agree that that's something we don't want to do.
No. We should.
What is wrong with you, Maria?
He has that adventure spirit in her.
More like an annoyance. I would love to know what's in that cave and what other collections that thing had.
Mmm. Well, you truly are like a little countess. Look at you. Ah, you two would get along greatly if it was, you know, about 30 years before you were born. As he gets a magical hand slap on the back of his head. Ah, you bitch.
You do realize the people that are capable of taking down dragons are people who have been doing dangerous stuff like that, or at least close to that, for years.
Nah. You could either have experience, you could have a plan, or dumb luck.
And we have none of those.
No, we definitely have dumb luck.
Yeah, we have dumb luck.
We
The
have
fact
the
that we're
first
living
part
right
of
now.
that.
Slackjaw goes, okay, kids, calm down. Today is the day you don't need to think about that anymore. Enjoy your drinks, enjoy your food, get to know each other a bit more. As a last favor, just because I just kind of feel generous today, you may have rooms here at the inn on the house. I'll give you the keys later.
That's very generous of you. Thank you.
Well, a happy customer is a returning customer.
Very business savvy of you.
Well, let's just say I have quite the experience with adventurers and how they think.
He kind of looks towards the veterans. I'm sure you do.
Well, I'll leave you kids to it. Make sure to enjoy today. Today is your day, after all. Adventurers Day, right?
Yes.
Have fun, kiddos. As he stands up, and rest of his party, the veterans, kind of like stand up with him, and they go back to the bar where they kind of like the three of them just kind of like sit in the corner where Slackjaw is kind of like behind the bar, still like cleaning and sometimes helping out patrons, but they're kind of like just hanging out in their little spot. It seems like that's their spot. Pipsqueak would know that is their spot, but for the rest of the party.
I kind of lean over to Pipsqueak and say, like, isn't it their day too, since, Adventurers Day?
Well,
They're
I
pretty
guess
damn
every time.
humble.
They're not adventurers anymore. There's that.
He took an arrow to the
Doesn't
knee.
make them any less important. Shouldn't, like, retired ones also be celebrated for
From the
everything
way
they did?
They were talking. I don't think they look upon their adventuring job with all the fondness we might look at it with.
Well,
Sure,
yeah.
they
I
take
don't-
pride.
I'm not sure I would call it fun hanging out around Al and Crowbar, but we will see.
What the fuck did Crowbar do?
What do you have against Crowbar?
No, that was uncalled for.
Dude's just sitting there sipping his fucking whiskey.
For real, what
Yeah,
did he do?
Crowbar.
For best member
Fuck
right
that
now.
guy.
I haven't
This
done
is the
anything.
best behaved one, and I'm saying that as a member.
By the way, Masha, your icon changed back to your DM one.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
This is why you should really put your display name as like just put your name in too. 'Cause it differentiates
I don't
them.
care. I didn't do anything. It must have been a scroll anyway, so that
Probably.
wouldn't have changed anything.
Yeah, just make sure you click out of that box. Anyway.
So far, the most behaved ones are Ray and Mar.
What?
I mean, that's because I've been raised on basic manners.
Which surprises me even more.
Are you sure that's not just because you have a preference for the ladies?
I don't know.
Not you,
What?
her.
No.
Oh.
No.
Really? Al's just kind of like staring like into your soul right now. I've
Yeah,
seen,
also,
I've
what-
seen the way that you look at them.
I think the most I've been looking at you and your bare chest.
Oh, really? You have a strong
you
fascination
have-
with my chest.
Yeah, don't you grow hair?
He kind of like shows the hair that's there. Yes, I do. All men do. Most men have some hair on their chest.
Oh, you're right. I didn't notice those three hairs. Good for you.
He's kind of
Also,
like,
what's your problem with me?
he's just
What
look.
did I do to you?
He just kind of like opens up his shirt a bit more to show the like tufts of hair. You might want to
Please
count
stop
again.
showing off your nipples.
Stop looking then.
I thought Aladdin didn't have nipples.
He does.
Of course he does.
He's-
It's a Disney movie, so of course he doesn't.
Oh, really?
oh, not yeah. In the Disney movie, he didn't. No, for Aladdin, but Aladdin here, he does.
I know. I was. Just
He's not
making
fucking Ken doll.
Oh, wow. He really doesn't have nipples.
No.
That's amazing. I
You never
noticed
knew?
that. No, I never noticed that.
sure.
That's such a weird detail.
So, do you
I've been
care?
in many
was
weird
shifting.
places on the internet, so I know.
So, dear Evie,
Crowbar is shifting.
would you care to explain why you're so suspicious of Crowbar, and
Yeah.
why have you not mentioned Pipsqueak here? He's an absolute delight.
Squeak is a delight. Crowbar is a shifty goblin.
Hey there.
Pipsqueak's a goblin as well.
But not shifty.
Why am I shifty all of a sudden?
Hey, insult my friend.
Yeah, don't
Crowbar.
insult Crowbar.
Do you have any-
Side to the side?
What? No, I didn't hear.
You even sidewalk.
Oh,
What? What does that
I
mean?
walk?
she's saying you walk sideways. You shift.
No, I don't. I walk normally.
Mm-hmm. So
I-
what's your special skill, by the way?
What's my what?
Special skill.
Apparently being blamed upon stuff that I haven't done.
Yes.
That's a special skill? Okay.
No, I think he's just throwing some shade at you.
I'm gonna say that.
We're
I mean,
it's a special
inside.
skill,
We
being
don't
blind
need to
for
throw
things.
shade.
I mean, I'm a man of God. I don't see the reason behind this attack on my personality. I am a man of God. Yeah.
We've been talking about what are our special skills, so I'm just asking you, what do you care to share?
And he just said he is a man of a god.
Mm-hmm.
I am.
So that what does that entail for you? Are you one of those people that specialize in the healing capabilities, or are you more of a combat specialist?
No, I can heal you. No problem.
All right. Well, it's good to know that we have someone that will be able to tend to our more egregious wounds.
Not sure about her yet. But yeah, I can heal you.
Well, thank you.
No problem. So yeah, that's my specialty.
And we've heard a little bit from you, Maria, from when that elven woman was asking you questions about your capabilities.
Mm-hmm.
I spaced out.
Oh, Maria here is a studied wizard. Though, I don't think you went into much detail about your focus of study.
Everything. Probably get it from her blood.
What? Why did you choose your focus of magical study?
Do you remember when I told her that I get bored very easily?
Yes, I remember that.
Well, I was in between classes and I had no extracurriculars going on. So I got into a bit of like some deeper, darker magic. And while I was in there, I found this really nice chained up barbed wired book in the deep do not go into section of the academy. And yeah, that one was thicker than a half ton of bricks. So I've been reading that one ever since. And that's how I learned how to do blood magic.
How's his face falling right now? So you decided to read the book that was locked away, sealed up, and had all the warning signs of you should not touch or read, and you just decide
Yes.
to read.
Yes.
I suddenly like you much better.
Do you have no self-preservation, like...
No.
Oh gods.
I was really, really bored.
I was just like
And
muttering, they're gonna get me killed, aren't they?
for the
I like you
record,
now much more.
it's not that different from using like a magical focus, like a like a divine symbol or like a staff or a wand. It's literally just using your own bodily liquids instead. Blood,
but-
because that's where the arcane stuff comes from.
He's just like almost shouted out what she's mentioned. You have opened a book that specialized on blood magic.
Yes,
Why?
I was bored.
There's so
And it
much
also
else you
was-
could have studied.
And I mean, hey, it was really nice because I got to study a couple of extra classes. Like I got to do like an extra thing of biology. I really, really got a lot deeper into my arcane studies, like history and shit, like arcane history, like how arcane stuff happens, like things
See?
like that.
Blood magic is good for you.
I would not say that. No, no. If you can't control it, you will literally pop like a water balloon, like a pincushion.
You know what you should study? You should study abjuration. I heard it's the
No.
best school of magic.
God damn it, Max.
Abjuration.
Oh no, his inner Githyanki's coming out.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Alright, well, that's good to know. And Pipsqueak here, we've seen what you can do. You're quite skilled with musical talents, as well as bending those musical talents to arcane capabilities.
Where'd you learn your instruments?
Well,
Well, some of them I learned myself. Others I got taught by people, visiting the tavern regularly.
that elven woman. What was her name again? It began with a C. I think. Countess? Cortesh?
Contessa.
Contessa, thank you.
Yes, she showed me how to play the flute. Elves play flutes, right?
I think elves have enough time on their hand to learn every instrument.
Every
there
known
is.
instrument on the road.
I mean, probably, but like, what would be a stereotypical elven instrument? I think flute.
Could see flute, yeah.
Yeah.
Violin, probably to some degree as well.
Did you say violence?
Violin.
Yeah,
Oh,
Most beautiful instrument of them all. Yes.
Are you the secret barbarian? It's
Of
like,
course not.
did you say violence?
Yes, violence. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome.
I don't know
How are you all
violence.
doing? Thank you, Raiko, so much for the raid, dude.
Violence. You know, violence.
Yes, this game is this game. I'm
I
not
didn't
running
say
this one.
people.
This is my session off.
Wasn't
Anyway.
blind.
So one of my players is running the
But
session
yes,
instead.
I entertain
But thank you all so much for the raid, Raikoi. I hope you
Yes,
have
Foster.
a wonderful time to
deceive
rest.
and persuade.
And for all you raiders, thank you so much for
Yeah, when
coming. I hope you
appropriate.
all have some wonderful time here, as we kind of just fuck around and find out in this
Why?
game.
Does it seem like our group is primarily consisting of liars?
I hope you all have had a wonderful time with Raikoi, and
I'm not a
Hollow
liar.
Knight.
I mean,
You just said you can lie.
well, yes,
whenever
I
need
can
to.
lie, but only when necessary. Would you like me
I
to
mean-
go to the big bad dragon and tell him that we're there to steal his hoard, or would you like me to make up a good story?
Want
know?
to steal his hoard?
Technically, almost. Technically, everyone is capable of lying.
yes, but some just do it better.
Like
See?
you.
Or you.
Oh, I don't lie.
No, but you just admit the truth.
What do you mean?
You are not telling us things. I don't know what, but I can tell that it's something. But I don't really care. Everyone has their secrets they need to keep or wish to keep. So, as long as it doesn't prove detrimental to my health and safety, and the safety of everyone else, then it's yours to keep.
As long as there's a blow in my face, same.
And that goes to the rest of us. If anyone's here keeping a secret that would prove detrimental to, well, each other's health or survivability, do share now.
Speaking of which, Rhea, can you control those flames?
What?
Can you control those flames?
What flames?
The flames you exhibited today?
From when
Someone?
you got angry.
Oh, when I'm angry, yeah, kinda. But
hope you-
I mean, were you listening earlier?
I certainly
I-
was.
I did mention my. I did
Variety
mention
shoes?
that my armor is dwarven made for the reason that I set everything else on fire that I wear.
Can you make sure that you don't set us on fire? That's all I'm
Probably.
asking.
If anything, I can. When I get angry, because of my, let's say, fiery temperament, I get closer to great great grandmother. And I can entreat with her to protect people that I care about.
Great.
So you want to get more on fire.
I mean, I can't get any more on fire than on fire. How do you get more on fire?
Oil.
The fire has several different, burning stages, and that changes the color.
They're talking about the
I-
intensity of your heat.
I mean, either it's on fire or it's not on fire. That's the two stages of fire.
No, there's also big fire.
Yeah, and small fire,
And
But that's still a fire.
Forest fire?
and red fire, and white fire.
But it's still a fire.
It is. They're just wondering how hot can you burn?
But there's
I
a
don't
fire
know.
that can melt steel, and there's a fire that can melt, I don't know, people and paper
Are
and wood.
is your fire intensity that of like a fireplace or that of a blacksmith's furnace?
I think you would have to ask my boss about that.
Very well.
Speaking
Who's your
of
boss?
bosses,
And
What? No, I didn't acoustically hear what Kate said.
Who's your boss?
Were you listening earlier?
I don't think she
Not
was.
It's my forge master.
Oh, that. Oh, there was more to it. Okay.
but speaking of bosses, Crowbar, who's your god?
What the?
The crowbar god.
I'm sorry, what?
It's that easy.
Yeah. Crowbar god.
God dedicated
Who's your-
to crowbars.
I mean,
Who's your god, Crowbar?
yeah.
He just said crowbar god.
He's a crowbar god.
Do,
Like a god dedicated to crowbars.
do you know what?
It's-
Do you
it's a-
know how this god looks? Is there a depiction of them?
It's about what the crowbar, stands for, what it symbolizes. It's not like the actual object.
What is
So
the
you're
crowbar
worshipping an actual
symbolize?
crowbar.
Yeah, sorry, one at a time. Sorry. What?
Evie, you go first.
So you're worshipping an actual crowbar?
No. I worship a god who is the god of crowbar.
What's his
We're-
name?
It's the crowbar god. Just told you.
Ah.
Okay, so just to
My
get to
house.
specifics. So the crowbar god,
Yeah.
we're talking
All hail
about-
the crowbar god.
all hail the crowbar god. We're
Yeah.
talking about the metal crowbar that you use, correct? Like that kind of crowbar god. Like that's the
Yeah.
crowbar you're talking about.
Yes.
It's
that
not
crowbar.
like it's not like a bunch of crows that are attached to a bar. It is an actual
No.
crowbar.
No, not to be confused with actual crows. No.
Okay. So this god is literally the crowbar god. It's not a crowbar, it's what the crowbar stands for. What does
Yeah.
the crowbar stand for?
I mean, never let anything get in your way. Use a crowbar. Pry it open. You want to get somewhere? They don't allow you. Crowbar. It's a symbol of, defiance,
Crowbarness.
freedom.
Crowbar, you are #1 party member.
Thank you very much. You're not so bad yourself.
Thank you.
We are so
Oh.
doomed.
Wow, what's so weird about that?
It is a bit different from what other deities are depicted as. Usually there's some type of like statue that kind of either encapsulates how the god looks, or and usually gods have a certain name to them, and not just referred to
Hey.
crowbar god.
Yeah, hey, I didn't choose the crowbar. The crowbar chose me,
Well,
Crowbar chose
Understood.
you.
Understood.
your imagination is very small.
Yeah, wizard.
I am just going by what has been depicted throughout different civilizations.
You're right. A lot of gods and like different deities, or maybe even spirits, have like a lot of different depictions depending on where they come from.
And they usually
So
can have
you
a
want to talk
name.
about your ring?
It's just why is your fascination with my jewelry choices?
Because
Or my
when I-
chest. Why are you all
Because
looking
I
at
spent
that?
a lot of blood, of my own blood, literally, to identify it, and I got the weirdest vibes off it.
Well, that's your problem, not mine.
But it could be our problem. So what's with the ring?
It's
You-
just a ring,
I would like to insight check this.
motherfucker.
Okay, opposing
Oh my
insight and
God.
opposing deception.
Okay, you go first.
Okay.
No, you both go at the same time. The fuck?
Okay.
There you go.
Ah,
Look,
Kate, only you will understand this, but is this gonna be a Chiron Ligeriel thing between you two?
uh, yeah, this is
Okay.
looking like it. This
Okay.
is looking like it.
now listen.
Just
Hydra
checking.
was cuter though.
Listen here, my dear Maria.
Don't you dare call me dear.
Oh, I'm sorry. Darling Maria.
You know what? I'm gonna use your blood as a focus.
You son of a bitch.
Oh, well, at
I'm
least,
in.
man, at least buy me a drink and a meal before you drain me.
Maria just like keels over for a second and hacks.
I figured that would work.
But seriously,
the ring
you're
is.
hiding something.
It's just a ring. There's nothing to worry about it. I don't know why you're so worried. I've had this thing for a while now. If it was nefarious or suspicious in some way, I think I would have figured that out by now. So far, it hasn't caused me any issues.
Glad you finally figured out that he's hiding something. That's why he's so open with everything else.
Yeah.
You're one
Look,
to
I'm not.
talk.
Look,
Oh.
I understand like using unconventional methods. It's like definitely if I was caught out in public using blood magic, I'd be, and she'll make like a thing where it's like,
Strung up like a witch?
yes,
Yes.
they wouldn't dare burn me.
Why do you sound giddy about that?
I'm not. I just know that we're kind of working with a very big secret that we all have to be very careful to keep.
Who are you talking about right now?
You, Maria. We can't let the public know we got a blood wizard in our midst.
Why did that sound slightly malicious when you say it?
Oh, I don't know. I think you're hearing things.
I've met a lot of teachers just like you. It's like the classic sassy blackmail.
Fucking who?
Blackmail. Get dirt on
We
someone.
should wash. Maybe we should whitewash him.
What?
That is very rude, you know.
The
Anyway, Evie, you care to explain those interesting daggers of yours that you used?
That's just something that happens.
Just happens.
Is that easy?
Maybe we should have our wizard here spend a little blood to identify them. See what's up with them.
Sure, she can, if she wants to. But essentially, they're just relieve my headache.
Hand them over.
She creates one of the daggers, hands one over, but it disappears in less than 6 seconds.
Huh.
Hmm.
So, those blades are only physical for a short amount of time. Or as long as they're in your possession.
Why? Yes.
Can I roll an Arcana check to see if I know what kind of bullfuckery this is?
Sure. Yes. Okay.
Ooh, nice.
You have an inkling of what it could be. You do know that it's tied to arcane, and it's mostly just, some fucking bullshit that some sneaker types of wizards try to do. But this is not like anything that wizards would usually learn. This feels more specialized, one would say. Almost like secret art or something, fucking Naruto style and shit. Whatever it is, it smells like weed.
Smells like weed.
So-
Yes, that's exactly what I said. Yep.
When I inflict
I mean, that's what I
this,
just
I
understood.
think you said weave.
Nope, I
Ah.
said weeb.
Oh, weave.
Oh.
Definitely
when I
sounded like me.
inflict,
It did sound like weed.
Mm-hmm.
when I inflict pain with these, it relieves my headaches.
Oh.
Wait. Headaches.
Hmm.
Do you have migraines?
Yes,
You need to drink more water.
Agreed.
used to be worse before I learned of this trick.
So every time you inflict pain, you stop your headaches? You said?
Yeah,
Okay, so these are linked to your head.
mm-hmm. Probably.
Okay.
Does that sound weird to anyone else?
Yeah, very weird.
I mean, there are certain types of mind magic. Sort of like stuff like telekinesis or telepathy or things like that. And a lot of different creatures could use them. Shoot! It's actually funny. I actually met, during my languages course, I actually knew a goblin that could use a psionic power.
I
They
never
were-
heard that word.
It was actually really interesting. They were known as a subspecies, a small subspecies of goblins known as mind goblins.
I have not fallen for that one.
I just
Jokes on you, mind goblins are real.
What's
my
mine?
head starts to hurt a bit, and over the week it gets worse. The migraine. If I don't inflict the pain, something. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Out of curiosity, you said you need to. You don't lash out like something, do you? If you don't inflict pain for a certain amount of time. Wow, this just sounds like. I thought I was the edgy one.
This sounds like a curse of
course I
some
don't.
sort. Are you sure you're not cursed?
But I might find a small critter that, gets to kill one of them.
Again, are you sure you're not cursed, Evie?
I have no idea.
We could try removing it.
Mm,
Well,
I'll learn to live with it. And now that we do a job for guild, maybe I don't have to kill any other critters.
Or you get a chance to kill a lot of creatures.
Most
I want,
likely.
local critters like cats, dogs, squirrels.
What the fuck?
Did you kill a dog?
No.
Inside check?
Inside check.
Inside check.
Everyone's fine with killing monsters, but if you, when you're attacking a pet, that's another thing.
I mean, have you seen the U.S. news recently?
Please no.
Please no.
It's funny.
I just saw a thing about a woman who apparently said
No, I
she
didn't
shot a
fucking
dog.
sell it or whatever. They just fucking
No,
ran over the
just-
dog.
No, please.
No.
I don't want to know.
Yeah,
We love our dogs
seriously.
so much.
No.
Basically, as soon as you mentioned America, it's like, oh god, it's gonna be some dumb fuckery again.
No, it's some
What
kind of
happened in America?
politician who wrote a book, and she said she didn't want to care for the dog, so she shot it.
Oh yeah.
God
that
damn
happened.
it.
That was-
And like the funniest thing is she was flexing on everybody like 3 months ago how much they care about their dogs.
Yeah, the Trump supporter, yeah? The Trump
Yeah,
supporter
yeah,
that
yeah,
said
yeah.
Oh
she,
my
she
God.
wanted the dog because it was
I don't-
untrainable.
I don't think. Wow. You just went. It went from bad to like worse.
No,
Oh, that
What
was so
the
fucking
fuck?
funny. The hypocrisy was so funny.
God no, she's untrainable.
she needs to be put down.
Yeah.
There's like fucking memes now where it's like the kid when he fucking fails his basketball match, so he knows his mom's gonna shoot him.
Oh my god.
And then she
Eh,
went
he
to
was
Papa Brown and
untradeable.
said, sometimes you
Oh.
have to do it because the same way like we killed our horses.
I hate people.
I mean, that is where glue comes from, but
Especially American.
Yes.
Oh. And the funny shit, she posted all of this uncensored on fucking Twitter.
Please, just like, can we continue? I don't want to be
Yes, we
angry.
can.
No, what? I don't
Yes,
want to
we
even know.
can.
It's like if the insight check worked or not now. I don't want to know.
Oh, fuck.
I do. Does my 13 work?
Oh,
Yeah, I
Well,
would say
I-
yes.
oh my
Well,
god!
Are
You
you
killed a dog?
are you decepting or are you not decepting, Ter?
Decepting.
Yeah.
Well, roll deception then.
Yeah, let's
I
see.
did. 7.
Oh well, yeah.
So, did you
If you
really?
want to do a follow. Yeah, she did.
Oh
You
god!
should probably follow up. You should probably follow up. Aladdin doesn't know. Aladdin did 5.
I know, but the others know.
You see a look of horror streak across Maria.
It was a rabbit dog, okay? It was a danger to the entire city.
I mean, rabies is deadly.
Yeah,
Anyway.
yeah. Yes, rabies is that's understandable. I mean, that
But
can.
you
It was
lied
going
about
after
it.
children.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
You just tried to. You know what? Just keep
look,
us updated on your headaches.
Yeah.
I can handle it.
So, Maria, we are both in agreement that the most suspicious one in the group now is now her.
Yes, and the most interesting is either Ray Crowbar.
Yes.
Why would I be interesting? I just
You are
think-
literally on fire when you get angry.
Your
So-
great granddaddy banged an Ifrit and survived. That's impressive.
Glory, glory.
That is really
now
impressive.
the way to die.
That is
I
incredibly
come from
interesting.
a line of great druids.
Clearly,
I'm not suspicious here.
Yes, you are.
you're
I'm just normal
suspicious.
human.
Just be suspicious.
That is not normal. That is not normal.
But still, I think me and Pipsqueak and possibly Crowbar are probably the most normal ones in the group right now.
No, just Pipsqueak and Crowbar. Not you.
How am I not
Yeah.
normal? I'm an average
Because
guy.
you're hiding shit.
Like
Crowbar is worshipping Crowbar. Pipsqueak is the most normal here.
I am not hiding anything, and you have no proof
You're
to
hiding
say
everything.
otherwise. You're hiding
For
stuff
your
too.
nipples.
Quit.
I'm not hiding
hiding stuff.
anything else.
What is your? Oh, look. He just kind of leans against the table. The way, with how much you keep mentioning my chest and my nipples, do you just want to fuck me?
Ooh.
If that's what
Oh.
this is, we can get it out of the way now. If that'll satisfy your curiosity.
Oh, yeah.
If not, I suggest you stop mentioning it.
Alright, let's get a room. Let's get it over with.
Fine.
Well, you have been given rooms by
Yeah.
Sal Josh. If needs be, rooms are there.
At least you will find out that I have nothing else to hide.
Just because you don't
Guess
have
that's
anything else on
one way
your
of
person
building.
doesn't mean you're not
Exercise.
hiding things.
Yes, it does. You can examine me from the top to bottom.
He's just like still leaning forward on the table, just like staring you down. So,
She gives you a big smile.
ladies first.
Alright, come on, pretty boy.
Okay. Alright, yeah, you'll. As soon as she gets up to leave, you'll follow behind her.
Guess that's happening. My shower rolls.
God damn.
But hey, hold it.
You started it.
Yeah, because you kept mentioning his chest and stuff. So he's basically
it's
calling your
currently-
bluff.
I did not expect that.
Me neither.
I vaguely remember a similar situation. Nah, never mind. They were totally. I had the hots for each other in my campaign. They were roommates.
And they were roommates.
Oh yeah, it's a meme with us. Then again, okay,
Oh my god.
Lenectra and Lightdrill was kind of such a situation.
Yeah,
I.
that's the Sunday game. Let's focus on this game.
Oh my god.
I'm just
'Cause,
getting so weirded out by these parallels. Though.
Oh.
We just watched two of them go away, so it's now just, what is it? Crowbar, Pipsqueak, Ray, and Maria. Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ray just sips her L and goes like, I mean, they did mention team building exercises, but
That is nope.
Well, I think
That's
it is
not.
customary to have a cheer once you finish your first quest. So, Pipsqueak stands up on top of his chair, raises his little mug with, I think, dwarven ale.
a tiny little bit of dwarven ale.
Yes. To a magnificent chaos that brought us together, and the dumb luck that kept us alive. Our wits be as quick as our feet, and our tails as tall as the dragon we were unfortunate to face. Cheers!
Cheers.
And tall tales lies. Cheers.
I'm on his heart, okay?
And of course, to be impressive, Pip downs the whole thing in one go.
No boy, I'm
Oh,
ready to
he's gonna
catch
get
him
drunk.
if need be. Does he survive?
Pipsqueak. You'll need to roll me a con save with disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Disadvantage.
Oh man. Alright, let's see. Con.
There were multiple people warning you, but
Ooh.
Ooh.
Hey!
No, that's
Okay,
disadvantage,
5.
isn't it?
Oh wait, he had disadvantage? Oh shit.
Yeah, sadly.
Oh, I didn't see the 17 grade out.
Okay.
Shit.
I'm not great out either. I just go by the.
You're not unconscious. However, after like 20 minutes, you get really woozy. Like, it's like you're on a roller coaster, but you're sitting still.
Okay.
Then you're kind of just like, swaying back and forth in your chair, but you're somewhat still conscious. You probably won't remember shit if something is being said to you, especially tomorrow. But you can be proud of the fact that you have tasted the dwarvish ale and lived to tell the tale.
Right.
Usually the inner party fucking doesn't happen until much later down the line, not session 3!
Hey, if it happens, it happens.
You're
I'll just say that. For DM
Do these
purposes.
two have to roll like Constitution rolls?
No,
No. Okay, listen here. DM's overruling.
Yeah.
If party wants to do all of this shit, they just say that they do, and we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, let's leave it at that.
No.
No rolls, no nothing. If people say they want to do it with someone else
No.
or like something, sure, okay, that works. If they
Still.
No.
both
We
agree,
definitely
why
have
not?
to have a contested constitution roll to see.
I mean,
who
the thing
wins
is, like, I'm not gonna tell him to do. I'm not gonna tell him to do shit. But if the players themselves between each other agree to do something,
No,
sure, they can do it.
I'm good.
I want to outfuck him.
Fuck you!
Well, there you go. But see, Cars doesn't want to, so
She's
we'll leave
doing that, Karst.
it. Yep.
God damn it!
We'll just
No,
you two can fucking think about what happened next morning. But for now, we'll go back to the rest of the party because technically, right now, you two are out of the picture. So I'm
Yeah.
putting you two in the back for now.
We're going to the
So,
back rooms. Let's go.
Yeah. The rest of the party, it is now kind of late. Okay, quite a lot late. And Pipsqueak is basically he's there, but he's not there at the same time. Most of you are pleasantly buzzed, except probably for Reliana. Actually, how?
I'm doing my best to keep an eye on Pipsqueak because I do feel kind of responsible since I kind of helped with the goading into the drink.
Pipsqueak, how many
Yeah.
are you holding up?
The flames, aren't those like hot?
In a bit, the Sagja comes over. Goes, okay, well, how's everyone enjoying their food and drinks?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Very good.
Feels
Amazing.
like home.
That's very good to hear. Okay, it seems like it's Pipsqueak's bedtime. Come on, buddy. Come here. Let's go. Let's bring you back to your room. Come on, buddy.
Oh man.
That's me. Yep. Come on. He kind of like picks you up under your shoulders, just kind of whoop, picks you up, and goes, "Okay, well, I'll go put him back into his room. Just don't tell any of this to him tomorrow because he'll probably forget all of this ever happened anyway."
Why doesn't she burn herself?
That's because she's a fucking fire demon or something, buddy. I don't know. You still have your room keys. You should be good to go for sleeping accommodations.
Do we get single rooms or are they?
It's single rooms. You didn't really specify that you need except like combined ones or anything. So I'll give you the single ones.
No, it's fine.
This is only the first, but this is the end part. But it's like the bar area. If you once you go up the stairs a bit, then you'll get to the second part where there's basically just rooms. So don't worry. The number is in your key, so you'll know which room to go to. You know what? Sure, fuck it. I'll pay for your breakfast too. Why not? I'm feeling quite generous.
We don't need to go that far. We can.
You have grown on me, kiddos. Let's just say that. Plus, I really appreciate you taking care and sticking with Pipsqueak. It's been rough raising him, but it's good to see that he can make some genuine friends. So thank you. This is my thanks to you.
Well, thank you.
Very well. I'll leave you be. And he'll take Pipsqueak and take him to his room, where he will tuck you in. Pipsqueak, he puts over the sheet, removes your hat and everything, puts you into sleep,
Yeah.
You don't you're still kind of awake, but your vision is foggy and shit, and you can't really make it out. But Slugjaw is looking at you for a bit, with a really proud look on his face, and then just gives you a pat on the head and goes sleep well, buddy, and he will leave the room.
And before he does that,
Yep.
Pip will be falling asleep, really quickly, and be best group ever.
No.
Okay.
Must
And
protect Pipsqueak.
then there was Crowbar, Maria, and Reliana at the table left. What are you three doing? The bar seems to be emptying out
I'm just wobbling.
now.
Are the veterans still around?
Yeah,
Or
they're
have
still
they
they're still by the bar, chatting with Slugjaw.
Okay. I'd kind of inch closer, under the pretenses of a refill, and kind of casually saddle up and say a question. Are there other groups like the Adventurers Guild in this lands? Or in any of the continents, as far as you know?
What do you mean?
Well, like an Adventurers Guild, but not this Adventurers Guild.
Do
know?
you mean if there are more groups that gather people to do certain tasks for them?
Yes.
Well, of course there are smaller ones. This is like the main one, but there's special district ones in most of the capital cities. There's of course the Black Crusade, if you haven't heard of it. That's the elite squads for termination of the monsters in Desolate Wastes. But only certain people get brought into those. Then of course there's multiple crime organizations if you're interested into that. And there's also, I know some magisters tend to stick together, but if you're looking for adventuring, the Adventurers Guild is the go-to.
I'm just looking for someone, and
For
I
someone.
figure... Yes, I figure if I don't have any luck in the Adventurers Guild, I'll have to find a way to contact other organizations to try and see if he ended up
Tess
with me.
looks at the rest of the veterans, and then she turns back to you, kind of leans closer to you, and goes, "How badly do you want to find this person?"
Fairly badly. He's my brother.
Family issues. And
It's nothing. There is no bad blood, but when I
Well, I
went
need-
into training, we went separate ways, and he hasn't been home since. So.
Okay, well, she kind of like snaps at Slagjaw, and he kind of like rolls his eyes and gives her like what seems to be a fountain pen and a paper, and she scribbles something onto the paper and gives it to you. And once you read it, it seems to be an address.
Okay.
And she goes, "Okay, well, you can go to this man, and he will he can try to procure the information for you for the correct price. But you see, he's a weird one, and gold is not the thing he will usually ask for. So just be prepared for the unusual, I guess I would say. But this is the best bet I can think of right now."
Thank you very much. It's more than I expected, to be honest.
You're welcome, honey. Go have a good rest. I feel like you'll have big days ahead of you, and who knows, maybe this will be one of the last times you have a comfortable bed.
Well,
Or
I
maybe
can
it
sleep in the
will
rest.
be a comfortable bed in a long time. Who knows?
Thank you. And I'll drink to you folk, since Adventurers Day should also be for those who are retired. Thank you for your service.
Then they all raise a glass with you,
Hey.
and they do like a little cheer. A bit more quieter to respect the people around there trying to fall asleep soonish.
I tuck in the paper with the address carefully into my backpack that I tend to have like slung over my shoulder because I have to take it off when I get angry.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I return to the others to tell them good night. Crowbar, Maria, I think I'm gonna call it here. I'll see you tomorrow.
Ignored.
Ignored. Goes to bed, feeling ignored by her party.
It's like in
I
the
think-
next room.
I think Harry is distracted by something.
And Kate's muted, so okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay.
It's fine.
Just
It's fine. I can be ignored.
you won't believe it, but you'll have to imagine, right? That they said good night. Okay, I know it's hard, but you have to imagine.
Yeah. Okay, I go to bed. And thus it's just Maria and Crowbar,
I think.
who are off in their own world.
Yeah. Yeah. So now he's doing password security. So now I'll say that Maria and Crowbar also go to bed. But to be honest, I want to do a bit with Harry. But okay, we'll wait it out. Let's see here.
What happened?
Oh, you're back. Okay.
What
Everyone's
happened
going
here?
to bed. Oh, Harry, you're back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, so Crowbar and Maria, you're the only two of your party left at the, at the bar. Not really at the bar, but at your place where you were sitting. Everyone else seems to have gone to sleep or do other deeds.
Okay, I'll go to sleep as well.
Well, you have been given a room, and it's not like you don't know where the rooms are, but like once you go to your room, you haven't really been used to this kind of, like, in your eyes, luxury. You're still kind of like part of the old blood for goblins, where goblins just recently became integrated into this, like, whole living with normal people and, being, as you say, domesticated. Crowbar not being a normie or whatever, that didn't really care for luxuries and all that kind of stuff. But as today is a special day and you are a bit tipsy, you might as well, try the luxury of a comfy bed. And
Okay, very nice.
I assume, Maria, you also go to sleep? Or do you want to do something before you go to sleep?
What crimes can be committed?
Many.
Nah,
Just-
go to sleep.
Okay. So, everyone go to sleep.
Wait. Oh no. Wait, never mind. Yep, sorry.
Everyone goes to sleep. But for you, Crowbar, spreading the good word of the Crowbar God,
Yeah.
today, you have a dream. You hear holy music, and the skies part, as you see in your dreams, with a beam of light comes down to you in front of your face, a holy crowbar, and you hear it speak, as it says,
The fuck?
and then it flies away. Anyway, that's his dream. Going back to everyone else.
That was sacrilegious. That was a pipe.
What?
Yeah.
The Crowbar's God spoke to him. What the fuck don't you like? What you don't like?
Don't you know what a pipe sounds like? The difference between a pipe and a crowbar?
Hey, he wouldn't know.
Who won, by
Don't
the
fall
way?
for a crowbar.
Don't fall for the
doesn't know.
pipe god.
He doesn't know. Huh?
We're talking
After
about a crowbar. Of course he knows what a crowbar sounds like.
Oh my god.
everyone goes to sleep eventually, and it is a new day.
Who won,
Oh.
Evie or Al?
Fucking, I don't know. It's up to you guys. I don't fucking care.
Oh.
That's your lore to figure out. But
Okay.
you'll have to figure it out until the next session, as this is where we'll end. It will be a bit shorter this time around, of course. Yes, I understand. But I promise the next time we'll have some interesting things depending on what the party decides to do. But today I feel like has been a really productive session RP-wise. I really enjoyed what you guys did today.
I don't.
I can quite commend you for actually taking active part of the RP and initiating conversations and initiating storylines. I really like that. I won't be giving any cards today, just because you guys haven't had time to use them and stuff like that. But, however, if this keeps going the way it is going, I encourage you to do so, and those things will be rewarded eventually. But yeah, thank you for coming, thank you for playing, and I'll see you all whenever I'll see you all.
All right.
Hey,
Thank you, Tom.
Session.
You're very welcome. But also, by the way, if any of you guys need more extended lore about like the characters around you, background characters, anything you need to add or want, just DM me and we can talk it out.
Okay. Tom, plan to run another one in 3 weeks. So
Next week.
So the
3 weeks.
Yeah, next week is better. Yeah.
I mean, if you guys want to do this one again next week, I'm fine with not having to run one. I don't mind.
I am gonna say if 3 weeks you mean the 22nd.
Let's see. Well, 3 sessions for us, like for my game. So I guess that'd be more the 29th, I guess.
Okay. I'm okay. Right.
But I mean, unless you guys want to
I
do
see.
it sooner, I'm fine with that. Or to do this game again sooner. Just so we can give Tom enough heads up. So.
No, I was just because I'm not available the 22nd. So
Oh, jeez. Oh.
I just put a thing in absence.
Just do the normal one, which is like every 4th week.
Okay.
I'll have more time to prep and shit, and then
So 3 of my games, then 1 of yours. 3 of mine, then 1
Yep.
of yours. Okay. All right. So yeah, so it'll be the 29th then. We'll do this again, and we'll see what happened after the 2. I don't know what the fuck happened here. I was expecting like a shot down, or like a "you gross" or something from like Tara's character, not a okay.
Well, it's Terra. What did you expect?
Look, I am not always playing gay characters. I'm tired of hearing that.
I don't think that was the point they're trying to make. I'll be quite honest with you.
Oh, so you can still be gay and fuck a dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hello.
Well,
You just won't like it probably.
I was more talking about bi or pan.
That's
Yeah.
not gay.
Something
That's
like
being
that.
bi. That's completely different things.
I
Yep.
mean, yeah, but
Yeah.
that still means you can do the thing with both.
I mean, gay.
Conversation's starting to get retarded. Okay, I'll see you all next week.
Poor Tom.
I
Tom's
suppose
poor
there's
brain.
one purpose you would do it for, like for getting the baby.
I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Anyway.
that's the best answer. Yep. Okay, I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.
Yeah. So everyone, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. I'm gonna get a raid going off to Walt, who is currently playing some Dragon's Dogma 2. So,
Alright. Bye.
bye,
Also,
folks.
Cars.
Yes.
Maybe you should think of another name for the campaign thing. With Tom. Baddies. It's. I'm not sure what you think the baddie is, but
What? We're all baddies.
I mean, a group is
In our
made
own
out
way.
of baddies, but
I mean, we're all baddies our own way. Come
No,
on,
we're
what's?
not.
Yeah, we are. Come on.
I don't think you know what's colloquially known as a baddie. But you know what?
A hot chick?
What is baddie
That's
in
fine.
your
That's fine.
what is baddie in your vocabulary?
I thought it meant just like
I know.
hot chick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a villain.
Is it? I thought it was just a bad person. No?
No,
Oh, baddies are hot chicks. Yeah.
it's hot
No,
chicks.
I mean, it's
baddies
well.
are villains.
But these are villains, yeah. What are you on about?
Oh my gosh.
It's kind of it's excluding Pipsqueak. I don't like that.
Well, it's excluding my character too, then, isn't it?
And mine.
And
Identify
Crowbar.
as a thing, I guess.
But we're all baddies in our own way.
I don't know.
We're all
Are we
hot. We're all hot in our
chicks
own way.
Okay.
That's true.
What?
Except
What?
mine.
But
Why-
Kai said the kid goblin is hot.
No, that doesn't mean we have to be hot. We could be, there could be other things that are, considered, attractive. Being financially, or fiscally responsible. Being smart.
Please tell me you're not screaming this.
Oh, thank you for the hydration, Giggles. We're gonna get the raid going now. I'll catch you guys all later. Say bye-bye, everyone who's still here. Bye!
Bye.
Bye bye.